CNET says that the kickstand sucks and my Switch is gonna fall flat on its face. The Sun says that the Switch is launching with a sex simulator. Will somebody think of the children? Will somebody think of the children? Yes, folks, this is video game journalism in 2017. This is the point we have gotten to. We are a mere few days away from the launch of the Nintendo Switch, and things have been pretty positive about the system. Most people seem to be pretty excited, some people aren't, and that's the great thing about video games. There's video games for all people, there's video games for all walks of life. Some people like a lot of power, so they're not really interested in the Switch. Some people like the diversity of the Switch, so they are interested in the Switch. And that's what makes video games great. But what happens when you have something as popular as video games is people come along and they try to make a buck off of the video games, even if they don't know what they're talking about. And we've seen two instances with big publications recently that are just trying to get in on talking about the Switch to make a little bit of money. And it's so prevalent and it's so obvious because they don't know what they're talking about. So first and foremost, let's talk about Kickstandgate. That's right, that little kickstand on the Switch, it's gonna cause your Switch to fall down and break, according to CNET. Even though people have had their Switches for a couple days now, and nobody said anything. And actually, I asked Jason Lapine from Nintendo Enthusiast if he got a Switch early. I said, "Hey, buddy, how many times has that kickstand just broke off and fell on its face?" And it never happened because it's a non-issue. You see, the kickstand is designed to actually break off. The kickstand, if you have it bent out when you put the system into the dock, will actually fall off, which is a good design feature in my opinion, because if it was attached to the system, it would simply crack or break off. So this is actually a good thing that the thing is designed to break off. But somehow CNET decided to make this a non-issue an issue by saying that the kickstand is going to give way while you're playing the system and that the Switch is going to fall and potentially break and etc, etc, etc. They actually made a video on this and published it on YouTube, and at the time of this video it has about 30,000 dislikes and maybe 1,000 likes. So gamers at least can see through this nonsense. Gamers can say, hey, these guys are idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. Why are they making an issue out of a non-issue? But the problem is that mass media and people, people who are looking for information on the Switch a few days before it's released may see this and be like, oh, well, now I don't want to get one. And unfortunately, there are people like that. There are misinformed people who look at big websites like CNET. CNET is a huge website. Let's not say that it's not, because it is huge. And for them to be this disingenuous and to publish something that's so ludicrous and outlandish about the system with a non-problem is just disgusting. It's disgusting that people are making money. Whoever made this video, whoever came up with this idea, is making money off of false information. And that's a huge problem, man. That's the kind of stuff I hate in video games. I do not like liars. I do not like embellishers. And that's what that whole CNET article was. Just a big lie, a big embellishment, a big fib to tell a story about a problem that doesn't exist. But that's not even the worst of it, folks. That's not even the worst of it, because I have just learned today from The Sun, which is a European publication, that the Nintendo Switch is launching with a very suggestive sex simulator. I know, how did we miss this? I heard about The Legend of Zelda. Of course, Fast Racing Remix is now coming, Super Bomberman, which I'm super stoked about. But how did I, of all people, miss the sex simulator? Sex simulator? This would have been, I would have pre-ordered this before Zelda, okay? Sign me up. What do we have here? What do we have here? Oh, it's 1-2 Switch. But I've seen a bunch of gameplay of 1-2 Switch, and it didn't look very sexual. I mean, there was that gun game, I guess. I don't know, you're kind of grasping at straws here. What exactly about 1-2 Switch is the sexual part? And we come to find out that according to The Sun, the milking game with the cow is the sexual thing. I'm not making this up, folks. This is 2017 video game journalism. And yes, I know The Sun sometimes uses outlandish titles to, bring people in, sort of that clickbait sort of stuff. But this is just a whole nother level. So essentially what this article is telling me is that every farmer in the world that milks a cow is a disgusting pervert. If you drink milk, that you're a disgusting pervert. I like milk with my cereal. Does that make me a pervert? I guess so. Because to say that milking a cow, to make a motion, let's just throw everything out and say the motion is this. This is how you milk a cow. Yes, this also is how you do other things, but this is how you milk a cow. I mean, if I punch you, this could also be a sex thing, you know, if you're really dirty in the mind, but you shouldn't know what I'm talking about. But anything could be suggested as anything, but the game clearly indicates that you are milking a cow. You're both milking cows. Milking cows! Like, how is that sexual? How are you so sexually deprived? Are you like a 29-year-old virgin living in your basement who's never like seen a woman in real life or a man in real life, whatever, you know, whatever you're into? Like, this is so bizarre. This is modern video game journalism in 2017. People are making money off of this, and it's sickening. It is disgusting, and both of these publications, CNET and The Sun, you are both taking L's for this. Go sit in the corner, go learn what you did, and don't come back to video games. CNET, you can talk about anything you want. The Sun, you want to talk about cheeky celebrity information, go right ahead, because we don't want you in video games. You have clearly shown us that you are not a part of video games, you don't know anything about video games, and you do not belong in video games. People, always research things. Never just take a headline or a situation at face value. Never take a Facebook meme as real life, because these are real life Facebook memes. Like, this is what I would expect to see on 4chan, somebody saying that, you know, 1-2 Switch is a sex simulator, that the kickstand is gonna break. Like, these are memes, these are jokes that people have turned into real life situations to make profit, and it's sickening. So CNET, The Sun, go to hell. You're both idiots, and Jesus Christ, it's absurd that I had to make a video on this, but I just wanted you guys to kind of see how crazy video game journalism is and how desperate some people are just for a simple click. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of both situations in the comment section down below. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel, check out other videos on the channel, and of course, if you really like my face, check out my Patreon page. I gotta go find some more dirt to dig up on these companies and expose them a little bit more. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.